What's going on, everybody? My name's Danny, aka Captain Sin, and this is Chattin With Captain, recorded live at twitch.tv/thecaptainsin. My guest tonight is the producer over at Space Zebra, Jake Miller. How's it going?
It's going, man. It's going. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it was a high demanded episode by a lot of people in the chat. It really was.
Which I didn't understand because, like, I'm just a guy that likes computers and video stuff and video games and.
Well, we will definitely get into all of that because that sounds great. But I have to ask you the question that I ask everybody right off the rip. When you were younger, what was the first album that you listened to that has stuck with you throughout your entire life?
Oh, see, I don't know. I'm not good. Obviously, I'm not good with album names. But I just remember specifically, it was the album. Like, I had a CD player when I'd ride to school. It was a Good Charlotte album with the big green, like, gothic lettering.
Was it?
Do you know that album?
Was it either Young and Hopeless or?
Wait, let me see.
It had to. I think it was Young and Hopeless, because that was the one with the green one. Because their first album was just them on the cover.
Yeah, it was that one.
Young and Hopeless, yeah.
Young and Hopeless. Because look, that just shows my age. I mean, what was that? 2002? I'm looking. Yeah,
pretty close.
2002, 2004, something like that. Yeah, that. Oh, and then the other one I remember specifically. My mic is too low. Hold on, I'll turn myself up. The one I remember specifically was All American Rejects. My sister started listening to him, so obviously I would start listening to him.
Yeah,
but that's like. But I was never into music, dude. Like,
right. I mean, I realized that. That's why I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna ask it because I always ask everybody, but I don't know exactly where the answer is gonna go, so we're gonna find out.
Yeah, but it's not like I didn't listen to music. It wasn't just like something that like stuck with me, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it was just music to me. It wasn't really like when I was younger. It wasn't like meaningful to me. I didn't really care to know anything about the artists or anything like that, But as I obviously grew older, now, I mean, dude, just from doing this show, I've been exposed to so many new artists, and like living with Bobby, like showing me new artists and stuff. Like, how crazy is it? And I didn't know who Limp Bizkit was, and now like when I watched their live show, I was like,
it's
holy
so good.
Shit,
it's so good.
Like that is like that's a whole thing.
It is. It's literally a whole thing, and we've had that conversation on here before. Like, you watch some bands. And they don't have like a live show. They're just good at their music. Yeah. If you watch Limp Bizkit play live, they're like jumping all around. Wes is in full costume. Like, it's actually a live show.
Yeah. I will say the first time I got like turned on to, I mean, I don't know genre. So would it be like, is this like alt music, I guess? But like alternative, anything of like not, okay. I consider alt music like anything that's not like hip hop or EDM.
Right.
And like obviously not country shit like that, but
I don't like labels to music to begin with, really, because there's your main genres, but then there's so many fucking subgenres that branch off that you get those butthurt people. They're like, no, that's not the right genre. That's not correct. It's just music. If you like music and you enjoy music, it's good.
But when I first got like turned on to that stuff was like I went to go photograph and video Vans Warped Tour in Pittsburgh in like 2000. When was that? 2017, 2016 with my buddy. And like seeing music, I've never seen music live, right? So going there and seeing people play music live was just like incredible to me. And then following that, a couple years later, me and Bobby would go to Falling in Reverse shows.
Oh yeah, that was probably super sick.
Dude, and like I didn't once again, I didn't know who Ronnie was. I just met him as Ronnie, Bobby's friend, So I didn't like have this celebrity idea, know anything about him. Holy shit!
Yo, Restless Mike, 25 subs. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, what? But I didn't know anything about Ronnie, so I went to the show, and dude, seeing how like capturing that his music is for the crowd, and like it's just like and seeing how much passion these people put into their music live, like you cannot beat it at all. Like it still gives me chills like thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
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 And then coming up this October, like to be able to see Limp Bizkit live.
That I've never seen them live, actually, so I'm super jealous about that because I've actually never gotten to see Limp Bizkit live yet.
Dude, when like, it's just like now I can appreciate it more. Like I still don't understand like the music aspect of things. Like when obviously when we listen to unsigned artists and whatnot, they're like, oh, this is good. Like, well, do this, do that. Like I don't know what they mean by that. But like, I guess my opinion of music is when I see it live and I'm like, okay, this sounds and looks good to me. You know,
right?
I guess I'm very easy on the ears because like I like music that's easy on the ears, like because Daniel like Aesthetic Perfection. I love that music. Like is that synthwave ish?
I mean, like the bass. Like I just consider most of it just electronic music. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Just lump it all into electronic for the most part because electronic music also has about 30 different subgenres to itself as well. But like, it seems like you would be into the DJ type music, I guess would be the easiest way to describe it.
Well, and then so coming from, I mean, even prior to all that, like I was never into like alternative music, mainly because I started DJing when I was 14.
Oh wow.
So like my buddy owned a under 21 club here in Pittsburgh, and I like he DJ'd at it. So I just started like he started teaching me, and then I started doing my school dances. So like when I was listening to music, I was constantly listening for music that would like hit at a school dance or hit at the club. You know what I mean? So like I was never looking for or going out of my way to listen to rock music or metal music or stuff like that. It was just like hip hop, electronic, you know, dubstep when that was big back in like 2010, 2012.
When Skrillex exploded and everybody went,
Yeah, exactly. And then like ever since then, I just, you know, that's what kind of music it like my ear turned towards. And I guess now like I listen to the radio a lot. Like when I'm in Pittsburgh, I listen to the radio.
Right.
I don't listen to radio yet in California because I don't know the stations, but in Pittsburgh I just listen. So like people judge me for being like, oh, you know, like that's only radio music, you know. I'm like, well, I mean that's
some people
that's
just some people just don't listen to music for the most part. Like they have other passions that they concentrate on. Like yours is what? Did you start with photography or videography first?
So I DJ'd, and then like I was so involved at my high school, like I transferred. So long story short, I went to a really big public school. I was badly bullied and like in a really bad place. My parents transferred me to another school in the city, private school. So I went there and I became like, I like flourished there. So I like was involved in everything. Like people like would make jokes about me saying that like you know how like at school, like the bells ding, like the first one's for the principal. So like it goes ding, ding. Like people, the bell rang 5 times, that was my bell. Because I would always, so I went to a private school, so I could do whatever I wanted, really. I would help in the kitchen with the cook. We had one chef and a lunch lady. I would make pizzas with him for lunch and work like all the lunches and eat for free. Nice. And then after lunch, I would help the janitor, Bill, who was like 80, take out all the garbage. And then like if there's any spills or anything, I'd help him clean up. And then like at the same time, all my teachers loved me and were like obsessed with me. And like, of course I did a little brown nosing. I'm not going to lie. You know, I did a little brown nosing. And after that, like I started like during all that, I started doing DJing and whatnot. And I really like the media side of stuff. And then it just turned into like, well, what else can I do? And then I started doing like radio for the school football games. And then we turned it into video recaps and like photo recaps of the games. And then from there, I just started like making videos in high school and shooting photos of my friends and putting that out there. And yeah, kind of just, I mean, was at the same time. I just started both of those.
Nice.
And then I went to college for it.
Oh, so you like really just dove in head first with everything.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is coming out of high school. Everyone's like, oh, you need to go to college. You need to go to college. You need to go to college. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I don't want to go to college. I don't know what I want to do. And then my mom took me to Slippery Rock University, like didn't tell me where we're going, didn't schedule a visit, just let me have this day off school, and then just took me up. I was like, okay. So I went to Slippery Rock, and I fell in love with campus, and I was like, well, I want to go there. What could I study? And I'm like, I don't want to do business or something. So then I looked at their majors, and then I saw communication, emerging technology, and multimedia, and a minor in film and media studies. And I looked at the classes you take, and it was like video editing, photography, like, you know, broadcasting, like, you know,
fun
graphic
stuff.
design, like all fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you go to school and you can like graduate with this, and this is the classes you take. And everyone's like, well, what'd you finish college in? I'm like 3.9. I'm like, that's the reason I finished in 3.9, because I was doing stuff that I liked to do. It wasn't work to me.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I found something that I had a passion for that I wanted to do, and like then it didn't become work to me. And I always tell people that I'm like, if you want to like to be really successful, just find your passion and pursue it, because then you'll be successful with yourself, and that'll translate to everything else.
I agree. I unfortunately worked in factories through all of my 20s, and it was awful in every way. But all through, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to be in bands and stuff, and that didn't work out. So then I tried to do this, and it's starting to work out now that I'm 30. So it took a little bit, but everything's starting to move finally.
Yeah, it just takes time, and that's like, you know, that's all it is just time. And
factory work is awful too. Anybody who's never worked in a factory, don't work in a factory. That shit sucks.
Like when I was in college, I interned at a Fortune 500 company, being one of their video people, and I was in a cubicle for 8 hours a day, and I was like, this is hell. Even though I was doing it still, I'm like, I know I don't want to do this. So then, like when I was coming up with my college graduation, my buddy was already working on an HGTV show, and as soon as I walked across, it was so weird. As soon as I walked across the stage at graduation for college, my phone rang, and it was HGTV being like, hey, you know, could you come up on Monday? We need a camera operator for this show. I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
So I moved to, you know, Cleveland, actually, for like a couple months, did that. And then me and my buddy Brandon were like, well, we're getting so much like requests for work, we might as well start a company. And then we started Red Dot Studios. And, you know, just started doing all kinds of video and graphic design work and photography, and then just evolved from there.
Nice.
It's just like, it really was like connections and luck.
Yeah.
To like really like get my feet set, you know?
That's basically how I've gotten to where I'm at now, is connections and luck. Like discovering, you know, the Blackcraft channel that brought a whole bunch of people over to here, and then a whole bunch of people have stayed, and then it snowballed into, okay, now I've got dudes like fucking Wes Borland coming onto a podcast now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and
which is nuts.
It's fucking nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And then now that I've got a few names under my belt, I'm asking other people, and they're like, oh shit, you know, you've done this, 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 and this, so yeah, I'll do the show. So it has just spiraled from there, and I consider it 100% luck.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
it is, but it's also like, Bobby really taught me a lot about manifestation. Like if it was something that you always envisioned, you kind of created your own reality, you know?
Right.
So like you can like to call it luck is it's easy to say, you know, you can just blame it on luck, but at the same time, like you're doing it.
Right.
You know?
That's
so it's
true.
not so much like you're actively subliminally pursuing it. You know, so when I was driving across country, that was I listened to The Secret the whole way across.
Oh boy.
Like, have you read?
I haven't yet. I need to.
Yeah, just do it. Like just get the audiobook or read it. Like it's crazy. So, you know, it's all about your mindset and you know, the way you want to pursue it. But I will say what's funny, and I do not mean to sound egotistical whatsoever, but it's funny being when I'm back home, people think I'm like, they're like, oh my God, you're famous. Like you work with these YouTubers and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm still me. But in high school, you know how they give out the superlatives?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what mine was?
No, I don't.
Most likely become famous. I'm still not there yet.
I'm getting there though. I mean,
But at the same time, fun fact about me, I actually don't like being in front of the camera at all. I have the worst, like, I'm so self-conscious. It's like my biggest fear. You know, that's why I got into videos. Like, I like being behind the camera and bringing images to people and making them feel a certain way without being, like, in front of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think that
my art, my way.
I think that streaming for a full year has helped me with that, because the first like month or two that I was streaming, I was just like, oh God, I don't want to sit here and have all these people looking at me, and like, what if I fucking say something stupid? But I feel like streaming has helped with that. And
That's how I was at first when we started the Blackcraft stream, bro.
I'm trying to remember. Mine, the superlative, was never. What was it? Never to return back to the town. Like once I left my hometown, I was never coming back, and that's literally what it ended up being. I haven't been back since.
Really?
Like, I mean, my parents lived there for a little while, but I usually just don't go back. Like I grew up in like a really super Catholic farming town. So a guy like me who painted my nails black and wore all black and eyeliner and 5 colors in my hair, I didn't necessarily fit in at my school very well. So everybody was like, "Yeah, you're not coming back." I'm like, "Yeah, you are right about that."
Yeah. What? Where are you originally from?
Ohio. Always been in Ohio, like super small town Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Because we're not far from each other.
I'm on the west side of Ohio. I'm
So
about
max
4
is
hours
like
away.
4 hours. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not too far. It's basically like the same shit, farms and all that. But I was in the marching band too. So I was out there with the full uniform and like had to go to every single football game. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. But the cool thing about being in the marching band, we went to Disney World and marched in Disney World's parade, and there was like 30,000 people there or something like that. So that whole thing was super sick. But other than that, like I wasn't a fan of school. Like I have like ADHD, so paying attention to shit that I don't like doesn't work for me at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Bobby has that too. He won't admit it, but he does have it really bad.
Oh,
Balls has it bad too. Really bad. If you're watching Balls, you have it bad. But like talking about like leaving your hometown, like I remember, like I always wanted to be in California, right? And you know, I only met Bobby. Well, not only. I mean, I met him in like 2016, so like 6 years now, 2017. But it was always a vision of mine to be in California, and then when the opportunity arose, I don't know grammar, but came up with moving with Bobby. Like I was like, I was timid at first, but I remember talking about one buddy, Rocco. He's like, dude, if you don't leave Pittsburgh, like you're dumb. Like you need to get like you're becoming too big you're becoming a big fish in a little pond. You like to really like find yourself and like expand, you got to leave your comfort zone. And like going out there, I met so many insane and gnarly people. I'm so lucky to have met and the connections I've made. And then like leading up to now with what we're doing with the Twitch and all that stuff going on, and it's just like insane how everything just evolved. Where I was so comfortable being comfortable in Pittsburgh. Like, okay, I have my clients, I'm doing basic video work for them, and I'm comfortable. Like, I don't. Is this it for me? Like,
you end up becoming complacent. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then like that, I was starting to feel that way, and then I was like, you know what? Let's go see. So I went out there, and it's just like exploded, and it was great. And like I told Bobby this like 1,000 times. Like, if I didn't go out there during COVID, like I would have been screwed here in Pittsburgh, like completely screwed. Like these small towns got hit the worst.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
Like I honestly would have to move back in with my parents. Like there was no work for me here, but being able to go out there, expand my network, have work,
that's what happened to me being here. Like COVID hit and my job was like, hey, you guys aren't working now. So then I just ended up at home, and I've been at home literally ever since. But it was also the best thing to happen to me because I had 100% time to focus on doing this.
Right.
And learning everything and making the mistakes at the beginning to where now everything's starting to go.
Yeah. And luckily, I see a light at the end of the tunnel now. With everything that's going on in the world, as far as COVID and whatnot. Like we can get back to really, getting after it and doing live shows and whatnot, which will be great.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. So that's like a huge thing for photography is live shows. Because I know a lot of dudes, that's like their whole living.
Yeah, and even like in the film stuff, like TV shows weren't filming. Because it was like there was a whole protocol in place that was too expensive for a lot of budgets, and especially like corporations that were my clients here in Pittsburgh and universities, no one was allowed. No outside vendors were allowed on property, and they're still not. Like University of Pittsburgh's still on lockdown, really.
Yeah,
as far as like outside vendors coming in.
It's just crazy. Like the whole world is completely different now.
Oh yeah,
100%. And it seems like around here, it's been really. People don't take it seriously. They don't wear masks or anything. Like I legitimately went into the gas station like 2 days ago. Everybody working in there didn't have masks on. Everybody walking through didn't have masks on. They were blaring Bone Thugs uncensored as loud as they could, which was pretty fucking hilarious. But I'm just like, man, I get that it's starting to get warm out and everybody wants to be out and about and everybody's sick of being locked in. But if we slow it down a little bit, otherwise we're going to end up back where we fucking were last year and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, with everything going on, I think we're on the outskirts of that. It's just on to the next thing, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Who knows what aliens are next? Josh Balls.
Josh Balls with 5 gifted.
Is that because I said you had ADHD?
Yes, I am wearing a Rick and Morty Hawaiian shirt. That is what I'm wearing.
Captain Sink, can I tell you something? I don't know who Rick and Morty is.
Jake. You need to watch Rick and Morty.
I don't.
I could probably seriously just make a fucking list of like 1,000 things that you need to listen to or watch.
Look, Chad is so mad at me right now. Like, I'm sorry. I don't. Okay, what I watch. How about that? Let's start there. We talked about what I listen to. Now let's talk about what I watch. Netflix, like crime dramas, documentaries, or like action / like newer horror films. I don't judge me. I don't like old horror.
Like how old?
Like I like, because I'm in the video thing, I don't, it's not that I don't appreciate, it's just like, okay, I studied film in all of college. Like that was my minor. Like I watched old movies. Like I understand it all and I appreciate it. But like I'm more into like how different can they make it now? Like not like reboots, but as far as like how can they like visually like make it look better or like more realistic, or you know, I love sci-fi stuff. Like as far as sci-fi, I mean like outer space. Like on my flight back, I watched Breach, which is like this alien. Oh, I didn't finish it. Arrival, the movie Arrival, but it's like all about aliens coming to Earth and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I like horror, but not like old horror.
Well, you see, you say old horror, and to me, old horror is like the 30s Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein stuff like that.
That's old horror to me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, like
Jake.
The Shining, I don't consider that old. Like I like The Shining.
Jake, do you see that? Okay. That is Frankenstein.
I know.
That is my favorite movie of all time.
Have I seen Hangar 1? No, I haven't. I haven't watched The Lost Boys.
Oh god, Lost Boys is really good too. Like,
but I can't. It's not like, I guess it's not. I'm misgenrering, but it's not like horror. It's like thriller horrors, where it's like the quiet. Like I like the Quiet Place.
Right.
Like that kind of stuff.
And like
and right now, like
and stuff, the Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah,
those are really good.
And also like right now, I'm on Hulu. Thanks, Bobby, for your Hulu. But I'm on the 911 show that was usually on Fox. Like I like that because it's like action drama. I like emergency service stuff, as weird as that sounds, because my backup plan was always to be a cop. Surprisingly.
So do you dive into the cheap like reality TV, like 90 Day Fiance type shit? Okay,
because I work on it and I understand how overproduced it is. I hate reality TV. There's some reality I'll watch, but not much. I can't even tell you the last time I watched a reality show.
Speaking of, what shows have you been part of that everybody would know?
Oh gosh. I'm trying to. Okay, well, let's start from. I can pull up my staff me up. That's gonna be easier. I have them all listed, I think. Start with HGTV. Welcome Back, Potter. I've been on Man vs. Food on Food Network. A lot of HGTV stuff. That's like was what I was kicking with for a while. Let me log in real quick.
We used to watch Man vs. Food like every day. Just
Really?
binge it, yeah.
Not the old ones, the newer ones with the guy with red hair.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot my password. And also, my C button still doesn't work, so it makes it even harder. Okay, let's see. Man vs. Food. Friday Night Tykes. You ever see that?
I think I know what it is. Is that like the kids playing football?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Restaurant Impossible.
That
You
was
know
that was oh, what the fuck is that guy's name? Oh, shit.
Yeah, Robert Irvine.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah.
Man vs. Food, Restaurant Impossible. I can't remember the other HGTV show I was on. What's it called? It's the brother and sister in Pittsburgh. Restored by the Fords.
Mm.
I did a few pilots for A&E. Restored by the Fords. Oh, CNN, This Life with Lisa Ling.
Hmm.
We did the Twins Festival in Ohio. Did you ever go? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because that's out in Ohio.
No, but I think I think I know what you're talking about, like the big gathering of all the twins and
all the twins.
Yeah.
What else I have on here? I directed the Blackcraft wrestling event. A lot of sports. So I was doing a lot of sports, like Big Ten wrestling, Final X, like a lot of like college wrestling live shows. I was directing those for like 2 years straight. A lot of sports. A short film, The History of Aliquippa, which is on, what is that on now? Not Paramount. History Channel. Let's see what else is on here that people would know. Trying to think there's just so much random stuff.
Right.
Because a lot of it's just like one-offs. Just like go up for a day and you film like 3 episodes in one day. The most fun I had was on I liked Friday Night Tykes. That was fun because it was like every day for like 4 months around football, which I like football. Was Man vs. Food.
Right.
Because it was such a like the days that the shoot days were such a like formatted thing. Like we'd show up call time would be 7:00 at the restaurant. So we'd film our our glory shots, which is just like slow-mo of the food on the table that you see, the cutaways of like the main dish getting placed down, slow-mo of it getting cut open, stuff like that. And then once we're done with that dish, they set it aside and then we eat it. And then while we're doing the next one, and then we do the next one, do those shots, set it aside, eat it. So then once that's done, we go to the kitchen and we film that bit of making it, like in reverse, kind of, you know what I mean? So we shoot it first, then make it. And then when that's done, by then the restaurant's usually open, and then we go out and talk to customers. And then by like 3:00, we're done.
Nice. So are you more into like a really structured shoot as opposed to just going off the cuff?
I am, and I'm not. Like recently, I've been doing series, like a lot of series with my YouTube friends, Keen and JC. I did like last year was my first series with them. Reality House, which was we were at a location for 7 days. I had 4 camera guys with me, an audio tech, 17 microphones, like the whole production, right? And like there was no structure to it because it's like it's like reality but docu-series because you're just documenting the competition,
right?
So it's like a reality show, but it's not like overproduced. But I do like structure. Like I like knowing what I'm going into, but at the same time, like especially if we're doing like a documentary or docu-series, like it's just fun being a fly on the wall and just letting things unfold.
Right.
You know?
Right. Letting it
like I've never been a part of something where it's just like overproduced and the producer steps in and is like, all right, you're going to talk about this and this and this, and then we're going to fight about this, and then we're going to wrap for the day. Like, I'm like, okay, well, that's not like, you know.
Right. It's just, yeah.
You're conveying a false narrative to the viewers, which I understand. It's entertainment.
Which is most of reality TV, though.
Oh, it's all of reality TV, you know? Like, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, it's drama for the sake of being drama.
And when you go to pitch a TV show, the first thing they ask is like, well, where's the drama?
Which is, ugh. I don't like most TV anymore. Like, it's just, it's all the same shit with a different skin over it.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, that's where I came up with what I mean, that's where I came from with as far as the video stuff. And now, like, it's just been slow with TV stuff. I haven't even been going to look for it because I've been so busy with all this stuff going on with Space Zebra and, you know, Blackcraft for a while, and then with the YouTubers. And I enjoy filming with the YouTubers way more because it's more carefree, it's more fun, it's my friends. You know, we go out, we make something awesome, and, you know. But now it's evolving even more, like, you know, with what I'm doing now, I'm producing this stuff and, you know, helping everything Space Zebra. It's just, you know, it's ever evolving, but yet it's still around the realm of stuff that I like to do as far as media. I like being the man behind the curtain.
Right, right.
I think I was like, to touch on that a little bit more, what I was saying before about, like, you know, being behind the camera, like, it's awesome to me, especially filming a TV show. Like, it's like self-gratitude for me, like, not to be selfish, but like, you're filming this, but when you're like an average consumer's watching it, they're not thinking about the guy that has the 60-pound camera on their shoulder making this happen.
It's true.
They don't think of that.
Right.
But to me, it's like, I made that happen and they don't know it. Like, that's awesome to me. Like, they don't need to know that I did that.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's what's so cool to me is, like, I don't need a big thank you from everyone or, like, great job.
Every so often you got to toot your own horn. You got to give yourself a pat on the back every once in a while because, like, you're putting in the work for all of this. You got to just be like, yeah, I did that. That was me.
Oh, and, like, also, like, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would do their headshots. So, like, you know, when we were watching, do you watch football when their, like, heads pop up?
Yeah.
They're like, Ben Roethlisberger, University of Miami, like that stuff. I do all those. Well, I was doing all those. But Lydia, I know Lydia watches the guys that I film, and she said, "Okay, but didn't you kill it at go-karting?" I did. I love go-karting. And we went go-karting, and I came in third against two of the best go-karters I know. So yes. But yeah, I mean, it's ever evolving, and I'm still doing what I love, which is great, and you know, I can be so thankful for it.
So how did you and Bobby get hooked up? Like, how did that whole thing come about?
So 2016, 2017, me and Brandon, my old business partner, were, you know, just starting out, and we were filming a, like, social media ad for a bar in the South Side, Smiling Moose. And Smiling Moose at the time was carrying Bobby's whiskey that he used to have, Blackcraft whiskey. Did you ever try it?
No.
Oh, it's so good. I used to get so fucked up on it.
I quit drinking October of 2018. I haven't drank since.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I need to stop. My doctor told me that, but, you know, it's too much fun. But what I was saying was, like, so we were filming this social media ad thing for this bar and they were carrying the Blackcraft whiskey. Well, the owner wanted to do, like, an ad about their drinks, their featured drinks, and he was featuring a drink that featured Blackcraft whiskey. So we shot this thing. He put it out on social media. Bobby saw it and, like, was right away, called the owner. He's like, who the fuck made this? Like, just so, like, I think chat knows, but I think about Bobby, like, Bobby's like, now or never. Like, if he likes something, he runs with it.
Mm-hmm.
So he called the owner, Scarfo, and Scarfo's like, oh, it's these dudes, you know, Jake and Brandon. So, oh, give me their number. So we were out shooting something else, and Bobby called Brandon right away, and Brandon's like, yeah, man, like, I'll call you back. Like, we're busy right now. You know, we're on a shoot. We'll give you a buzz later. And Bobby now tells me when we hung up, he's like, man, fuck these dudes. Like, come on, I'm trying to give you, like, full, granted, like, we didn't know. And then Brandon was I don't know, I forget the word for, like, a super fan of WWE. What's that called?
Like a mark?
A mark.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word. He's a big mark. So, like, he watches Total Divas, and, like, when he called Bobby back, he's like, wait, this is Bobby Shabinsky? And Bobby's like, yeah. He's like, dude, that's so fucking weird. I was just watching you on my TV. And then, like, we started doing work for him. We were doing a lot of whiskey stuff. And then Brandon moved out to California with him to do some Blackcraft stuff. And I stayed back for a while. And then, yeah, we just kept in touch ever since. And, yeah, the rest is history, really. So it was like, just, once again, connections.
Right.
And Bobby saw the video, was like, fuck, I need these dudes to make more videos. And then now I'm just it's funny, like I laugh at it because like it is kind of true, but it's so funny, like, but I love it. Like Bobby always says, like, how many hats I wear. Like it turned from like I was just a video guy, and now like I do customer service, I do web stuff, I do graphic design, I do accounting, I do like management.
It's crazy.
It's like I'm this type that I want to continue to learn and do new stuff and more stuff. That
and that stuff's not easy to do when you're doing it all at once too. Like so yes, a man of many hats would be completely accurate there.
Yeah, but it's fun. I like being the guy to turn. I like when like I'm the guy that people turn to.
There you go, the Jake of all trades.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
La Vida, that's good.
All right, let's jump into the video games.
Oh,
when did you start with video games?
I started with oh my goodness, I started with video games back in I don't know. My first thing, I mean, I didn't even have a Sega. My neighbor had a Sega. My first console, I think, was a PlayStation. So I started playing PlayStation when I was like maybe like shit, I don't know, 9.
This is gonna make me feel really fucking old.
Why? Because
just
like when you're like
I was how old? I'm 30 now. I was born in 1990, so PlayStation was like I don't know when did PlayStation actually like 96?
Like 2000? Was it 96? Something like that?
Because I know
no, it had to be way later than that, right?
No, because they had
the first,
like the old WCW and WWF games were all on it, so that would have been 97.
Oh, it was 94. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember I grew up with a PlayStation. Well, I didn't start with PlayStation. I started with a thing called a Magnavox, which is just the one stick and the one button thing.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And then went to like Game Boy Colors and Super Nintendos and stuff like that. Like that was my whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah, but I started on that, and then I got a PlayStation 2, and I was like, in PlayStation 1, I was like, Spyro,
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, those were my jams. And then I went to PlayStation 2 and started getting into like first-person shooters on PlayStation 2. And then when I got an Xbox 360, that's when I was like,
Modern Warfare 2.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude, like staying up all night.
Yes.
And just sitting there and just playing Call of Duty multiplayer all night. Like, how is that so fun?
It's ridiculous. Like
now I can't even play like Call of Duty multiplayer. It's so boring to me. Like, I have to play Warzone.
I've gotten burnt out. Recently I've been playing it more. Recently it's been all right because I took a lot of time off of it, but there was a point where I was playing too much Warzone and I just got really burnt out on it because it was just like the same map and the same shit and the same drops, and it was like, okay, this is starting to get old. But
yeah,
at one point in time, I think it was Call of Duty Ghosts.
Okay.
I was in the top 5,000 in the world in domination. We had a team of 4 guys put together, and we had all of our entry stuff in and everything for the Call of Duty League.
Mm-hmm.
We were up, ready to go, and our 4th said, I don't feel like doing it. I was like, Are you shitting me? So we were we played. I was working 12-hour days at the time, so I would work 12 hours, come home, play Call of Duty for 7 or 8 hours, sleep 4, and do it all over again. Because I was like, that's what we did. We played Call of Duty, and we were prepping for the league. And then this guy's just like, meh, I'm good. And I'm like, you bastard.
Yeah. I mean, so like, I wasn't that good. Like, I would just play. It became more of a social thing for me. Like it was such a social aspect to it, like playing with friends, and like when that was so new, like just to sit there on Xbox with your boys and just kick it, and then like now like I play, like I can only play like first person shooters. Like I mean I play GTA. That's like the only non first person shooter I'll play, but it's mostly just Call of Duty, and that's like the only thing I play. I mean, when I'm like I want to do something mindless, I play the hunter, Call of the Wild.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
I love that game. It's like GTA, but in nature. And you just hunt. But like, yeah, I mean, now, like, Bobby's like, oh, I carry him all the time. He's ass. He's ass.
Me, actually, you know what? There was, like, last week, it was just me and Bobby running duos in Warzone, and we were...
Yeah, was it late at night? I fucking heard him because... So, this is the extra bedroom, which has a Jack and Jill bathroom to my bedroom right there. So, it's literally 6 feet to my bedroom, and he sits right here where I'm sitting and playing games, and he'll just scream all night. All night. Like, yeah, let's fucking go! And luckily I can sleep through almost anything. But...
Yeah, that was probably that night because we were hitting third place, second place. Like, we were almost winning these games, just me and Bobby. It was pretty crazy. Like, but yeah, that's...
How many kills was he getting?
It was a decent amount. It wasn't bad. It was
like he was over like 5 kills.
Yeah,
4 kills.
Yeah.
Okay. He's getting better. I'll give him to him. But like, there's been games more recently where I'm just feeling it. Like we won one the other day. Me, Bobby, and Jamel. I had like 15 kills.
Nice.
I was just feeling it, Just a little nothing. I'm
mostly a solo guy for the most part when I'm playing Warzone. But like last night I was streaming Call of Duty and it was third place, fifth place, third place, second. Like I was always right there, but there'd always be somebody with a fucking like a bouncing Betty sitting out or something stupid like that. But
it's hard. Like luckily, like me and Bobby have been playing for so long where like when we get to end game, we have this like we know how to play the end game, especially when we have good positioning. It's just like, we'll spread out just a little bit so we can like we keep an eye on how many people are left, and then we're constantly working the edge to work in, and it just clicks, it just clicks, and we don't miss our shots, Captain Sid.
I try not to. We
don't miss them.
I don't know if you played Cold War, but I got into the Cold War multiplayer like crazy. Like
was that the game where like your multiplayer lobby was like the bunker?
You're in like a plane.
No, I'm talking. What was the game? It was like 2 years ago, like maybe 3 years ago. It was like
World War II.
Yeah, World War II. That was it.
Yes.
Remember when like to load into a lobby?
Oh yeah, it was like an open world bunker, and you
you go like you invent like your weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah. I forgot about
which
that.
one was Cold War? Cold War was like
Cold War's the newest one.
Oh, I played Cold War.
Yeah.
I haven't in a while, just because all my friends, all they want to do is play Nuketown 24/7, and I hate Nuketown 24/7.
I don't.
And also, like the graphics are not that good.
Yeah, but I mean, with a game like Call of Duty, I don't know how good of graphics you would really want though, because
yeah, true.
It has to be fast paced.
Yeah.
You have to be like the lowest latency possible. So unless you have a monster console or a monster PC to load all those graphics in, 9 times out of 10 people are playing at the lowest graphic settings anyway. That way they get the best playability out of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I have an Xbox, the new Xbox X, Series X, and I thought it would be like really good. And I played that large map like game mode. I forget what it's called on Cold War.
Oh, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like you collect,
it's like 30 players. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like more than that. Like you collect those like items and you go drop them off and blow up the.
Oh base. Fuck yeah, I know what you're talking. I can't remember what it's called.
I played that and the graphics were so bad. I was like, ugh. And like also at the same time, like I was saying, I do not enjoy the multiplayer anymore. Like I'm so sick of like domination.
Right. Yeah. I was
like when the new Call of Duty, not this one, but when Modern Warfare came out again like a couple years ago, like this new one.
No.
And like me and Bobby would always play like hardcore domination, which was fun. I'd just sit there, just upgrade all my weapons. Get gold on all of them. But like once I found, like I went to a big Fortnite kick. So like once I found the battle royale format, it like, it did something to me, Captain said. It did something.
I didn't play a lot of Fortnite. I played it like once or twice, and then I just kind of, I never really got into it. Actually, Levita just brought up something about the Warzone map, how they're doing the zombies taking over the map.
Wait, they're doing that? I haven't been on. I've been in California. I haven't logged on yet.
It started off in that new ship that crashed onto the shore. The zombies were in there, and then they went
now they're moving around.
Yes, they went to the prison, I think, and then they went to the TV station now. But
they went downtown, then TV station.
Downtown and then TV station because they were in the bank, right? Yeah. From what I've heard, basically what they're going to do is eventually it's just going to be a flood of zombies all over the entire map, and they're going to bomb the map and blow it up, and that's how we're going to get our new map.
Do you want a new map, though?
I want a new map so fucking bad.
See, I don't, because I know the map like the back of my hand. And then we get a new map. It's like, okay, I'm going to land in a hot spot every game and die instantly.
The zombies are at Superstore now. Oh, shit.
Oh, they're at Superstore?
Oof. Boy, that's rough. Superstore's fucking rough enough as is, let alone putting zombies in there with it. Holy shit.
Maybe that'll turn people away from it at the same time, but they don't activate unless you activate them.
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna start. Now tonight I'm gonna go drop in Superstore. I'm gonna activate them and leave,
just to piss everybody off.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if you've played recently, but everything has been going on where you can the rockets are starting to shoot across the sky, and the messages are popping up on the bottom of the screen and stuff.
So me and Bobby were playing with our friend Jamel, and we were at TV station. I think it was Jamel or Will. We were at TV station, and that's when the zombies were there. And we got that warning across screens, like missile incoming, take shelter, whatever. And then all these missiles start bombing the TV station. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do with the whole map.
See, I think they should just do another game mode where you do Battle Royale, this map.
That would... I mean, it would be cool, but the amount of data space that it would take to have 2 full maps downloaded onto your system would be astronomical. You wouldn't have room for anything at that point. Call of Duty's already massive data files as is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, dude, this last update was 65 gigabytes?
Every update,
and nothing changed.
It's ridiculous. It's usually just there's new stuff in the store and new skins. It's nothing actually with the map that has changed. It's nice though having the zombie thing happen because it's something different.
Right. And me and my buddies, my other friends, were just going to the zombies just to change it up. We'd go there and you do 3 rounds of that. Sometimes you get third party, but you do 3 rounds of that. You have so much money.
Right. I'm hoping that if they do if they do a new map, it's like an event when Cold War was revealed, how everybody rushed in to everybody rushed to the stadium, and there was all videos were coming up as you were playing, and that was cool. I
forgot about that.
That was really cool.
That was a whole thing.
Yeah. If they do the new map like that, I think that would be super sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they have to. They can't just change it. There has to be meaning behind it.
I think the zombies...
Did you play the campaign?
No. I just don't do campaigns, really, anymore. I
wish the campaign would update. I wish you would get a game and the campaign's, never ending.
That would be cool.
Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm addicted to this game on my phone. Homescapes. You play it? It's like Candy Crush. And the reason I like it is because you can never beat it.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's level after level after level after level.
Mindless playing. It's where you don't have to think of anything.
Yeah. If I go to my screen time report, my goodness. It's like that game.
Well, that's checking hours played on Call of Duty. Actually going in and checking, it's ridiculous.
I haven't looked at it in a while, and I don't want to.
That's, gosh. I think with Cold War, I was at 3 days before anybody else. Oof. Yeah.
Lydia said, "Bruh, not home." Lydia cracks me up. Lydia has ever since her first comment when Balls pulled out the face, and she just went, "Oh," I just envision her sitting there "Oh."
That's a thing.
Oh shit. But yeah, Homescapes is what I play. But yeah, I mean, I just I don't know. I guess
First person shooters.
Yeah, first person shooters. Free. Like I liked Assassin's Creed for a while, but that's third person. But it's free world. I like the free world stuff.
Like open world. Yeah. Did you ever get into GTA 5?
Oh yeah. I used to play that for hours.
Yeah,
dude.
man. Whew.
And now I'm addicted to watching like all like the role play streams.
That shit's like
I love watching
crazy.
people act like a police officer and like I don't know why, or like the bad guy.
And these streamers they got like 10 to 20,000 people just watching them drive a car normally in the game, and it's living. I'm like, what the hell? That's crazy.
The other game that's exploding, which I don't understand on Twitch, is Minecraft.
Minecraft's always been big though.
But like, as far as streamers, let me pull this up. Let me find this one.
It's ridiculous. There's a reason why it got sold for $2 billion.
Yeah, true. But my buddy told me, he's like, dude, check out this person that plays Minecraft. They have 300,000 people watching them play Minecraft. I'm like, there's no way. Yeah. There's absolutely no way people are watching someone play. That many people are watching someone play Minecraft. Then I tuned in. I was like, oh my god. So like, what's his name? Technoblade is number one. Quackity was the other one I watched. But basically, what it is they do this whole like role play thing. Like they have like a narrative story behind their Minecraft game. Like, and he'll have like title cards come up and it's like chapter 7, and then like they have scripts. So they're like putting on like the modern day like all of our children. What's the soap opera
All My
called?
Children, yeah.
All My Children, Days of Our Lives. Like they're doing Minecraft version of these soap operas. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. How much time does this take?
But they have the time to do it now because they have 300,000 viewers who are paying them $5 a month, and it's like mind scraps.
I might have. I was ranting. When I ran, I can't talk. But yeah, they had like all these people watching.
Those like, I don't know if it's the younger generation that's watching it or what it is, but there's that, and then there's that Roblox stuff, and like,
never seen it.
Yeah, but it's fucking massive.
What is that like Minecraft?
I don't know. I think
I used to play Minecraft. I used to play it like in college when I was bored, and I would just build shit.
Right.
In high school with my one buddy, I would just build shit like houses. Like, let's see how gnarly I can make this house.
Well, you've got like I've seen somewhere, I don't remember where it was, but a person took like the Hogwarts castle and built it in Minecraft. Accurate to the that's a shit.
Have you seen the people that do like portraits of people?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's
like West Borland should just do a Minecraft stream.
Minecraft NFTs by West Borland.
Yeah. But like when people do that, I'm like, okay, that just takes too much time. Like I'm making like a 4x4 house. Like I'm good. Oh my god, I figured out how to put a switch in.
Oh, there's a torch out here now. Fuck yeah, I can see in the dark.
I've never played like the actual like mode, like out of edit mode.
Yeah, when you have to survive and stuff. Yeah, I've
never done that.
It's just,
but like think about that, like how profiting that game is for how like.
There's a movie coming out.
Really?
A full-on like feature film of Minecraft is being made currently.
Oh damn. Yeah, because like to me, it's like shouldn't have been that expensive to make because it's so like.
Right. Yeah.
8-bit in a way.
Yeah, they
haven't advanced in
Mahjong or who made that? I can't remember what the companies.
I can't remember.
But I mean, they sold it for $2 billion, and it was just a bunch of squares.
That's what we need to do. We need to create a game and sell it for $2 billion.
That would be perfect. We can sell it for $2 million, and I'd be fucking happy. Like,
I know.
Just anything at this point.
It's just crazy where the world's going with gaming and whatnot.
It's the internet. Like the internet has completely taken over.
But what's next? Like what everything's already out there, dude. And like I look at it like social media. People are like, what's the next app? I can't even say what the next app is because everything's there. Facebook, you got like blog posts or news or whatever you want to consider Facebook. You got Instagram, which is pictures and videos. You got TikTok, which is videos. You got Twitter, which is text.
I think we're going backwards.
Really?
because retro is becoming huge again. 90s shit and 80s shit, and like there's all these games coming out that are like remakes of like classic arcade games, and like synthwave music is huge now, and that's like the 80s style. I think that it's just becoming to the point, like even vinyl is fucking huge right now, and like 10 years ago it was nothing. But I think it's just because everybody is sick of everything now, and they're just going back to what happened before. And I think that's where it's going to be, because like somebody Obasu said virtual reality. I don't think VR's. I don't
think that's a thing.
I think it's going to sputter out.
That had like a rise like 2019. Like that was a big, like everyone was like, oh, VR, 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 and then like that was the last I heard of it.
Yeah, and 3D movies. 3D movies were huge there for a hot second, and then they just and we're gone.
Well, it's just annoying wearing glasses.
I don't know if it's as much that, or if it's much of the fact that they couldn't properly transfer it to a home unless you're wanting to spend like $10,000 to have a full 3D setup in your house.
Yeah.
Which is like the biggest part of it. People want to experience it at home, but you just can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, and with theaters being closed right now, well, most of them.
That's another big thing. Like the ones around here have been open, but a lot of them almost went out of business completely because they were just out of money, which is led up to like the insane amount of streaming services that we have now. Every single production company has their own streaming service now, basically at this point.
Yeah,
and all the movies.
I wish Netflix, like, dude, I've literally have watched everything I want to watch on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix anymore. I got rid of it because it was just like, all right, this is the same shit that's been on here.
Dude, it's the same stuff every day.
It is.
Like, and nothing new is released that's good.
We have Disney Plus. Disney Plus has been a good one to mess around with.
What's all on that?
Every Marvel movie, all of the old '90s Marvel cartoons, all of everything Disney's ever made, basically. Like Lion King, Toy Story, all that shit's all on there. Like it's a throwback type of thing for sure. But
I need more good shows on Hulu, because I'm just getting into Hulu.
There was a show that the wife and I had watched all the way through, and we started rewatching it, and we stopped. Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I tried. I got into like season. Whenever they went to like Ireland or
3, 2.
That's where I stopped.
2 or 3, one of them. Yeah,
that's where I stopped. I kind of lost interest.
That season kind of drags a little bit, but towards the end, when shit goes down, it's like, oof.
Yeah. What's the hands? Have you seen the Handmaid's Tale?
I know what it is, but I haven't actually watched it.
I watched The Queen's Gambit. I binged watched that in like 2 nights. My favorite thing is laying in bed and watching a series.
Right.
And like it's hard to find right now a series that has multiple seasons.
That's right.
Because I don't want to watch a series and have to wait 2 years for another season.
That's
like right now, like I was so into Mindhunters and like Stranger Things. I'm like, now I gotta wait.
Oh yeah. Especially like, now that the productions have been stalled because of COVID, we have to wait even longer for everything now. But the way that Disney Plus has been doing their series has been nice, because they release an episode a week. They don't just drop the whole season all at once. So it's like,
who does that?
Disney Plus. When they release their series, like The Mandalorian and WandaVision and all of that.
Were we talking about Mandalorian on our stream?
I believe so. At one point, that show is so good, like so good.
Really?
Yes. That I think it was probably Wes, because I talked about that with Wes on the podcast that he was on.
I think he was the one saying it.
But dude, The Mandalorian is so good. If you like Star Wars even a little bit, even just slightly, The Mandalorian's the way to go.
Okay. Are you gonna hate me if I say this?
That you hate Star Wars?
No. Even worse.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it. I've never seen it. And I also like have no interest to watch the old movies now.
I mean, my wife had never seen them until we got together, so And I think there's probably a few that she still hasn't seen yet. But I mean, that's a thing, I guess.
I guess I can watch them. They're long, aren't they?
2.5, 3 hours probably.
And they're only on Disney Plus.
Like the movies, yeah, the movies are on Disney Plus.
And that's what I have to watch, right?
You could watch those. I mean, you could probably just jump into The Mandalorian and watch it if you don't care to watch the movies and have a general like idea of what's going on.
I feel like if I actually sat down and cared to watch Star Wars, I feel like I'd get into it.
I would imagine so.
Because I like that sci-fi outer space stuff.
But the thing about Star Wars is, with the release order, they did technically 4, 5, and 6 were the first ones to come out, and then 20 years later, 1, 2, and 3 came out, and then
okay. So how do I watch them?
That's the biggest debate about Star Wars.
Really?
Yes. Whether you watch 1, 2, and 3, or whether you watch 4, 5, and 6 first.
Well, I feel like I should watch them in the. Sorry, Restless Mike. I just don't. I don't know anything. We know this, but I feel like I have to watch them in the way that the company released them because they did that strategically in a way, maybe because they're like, okay, well, you know how movies don't give you the full backstory sometimes of stuff, right? I mean, that's
right.
That's the thing. But then they realize, like, okay, we have something. Maybe we can make more by revisiting this person's background.
That's basically what.
Like, look at Cobra Kai.
Right.
Cobra Kai just continued it on, in a way. But, like, the backstory of they could just, I don't know.
That's basically what 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars are. Is basically just all of the characters from 4, 5, and 6. It's just basically their backstories the entire time.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's them. Honestly, that's them. They're just being like, all right, let's make some more money and do this backstories.
Basically,
I feel like. I mean, is that what are they based off? Of books, right? They're based off of books. Is that the order the books go?
No, it's just basically like all out of George Lucas's mind.
Oh, I thought Star Wars was a book. Is that not a thing?
I mean, there might have been books back in the day. You might be thinking of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Which is another one. If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, oh my gosh, that was really good.
Really?
But those were some long ass movies. Those were some treks, but they were really good.
Oh, you know what? Oh, it just hit me. What movies I loved is the Bourne Identities.
I never actually watched any of those, but
see, you got to watch those now.
And then there was
because I like action.
I watched John Wick 3, and that's the only one I've seen.
I love John Wick. That's great. I actually bought the pistol that he used in the movies.
Nice.
I bought the same pistol, P30L.
Nice.
Because I was obsessed with John Wick for a little bit. But Restless Mike said, watch them in order. But okay, what order are we talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Or like so when they cut or the way they came out, which was what 5, 6, 7.
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and then 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so there's 9 of them.
Yes.
Are they actually okay? So the first one that was ever made is actually called Star Wars 4.
It was. I don't think they had them numbered then, but it was Star Wars 4 basically. In the grand scheme of things, it was Episode 4.
Okay. So like people label them as that. They weren't actually like titled that.
I don't know if they were numbered back in the day or not. It was A New Hope, but I don't know if it was Episode 4 A New Hope. It wasn't numbered in the original release.
Okay, yeah. So now that's just how they're numbered now because of timeline, I guess.
Well, George Lucas had originally planned the whole thing with like the original trilogy and the new trilogy, but it just didn't get put out until later on.
What's the most recent one?
Rise of Skywalker.
Is it like his backstory? Is it like his like?
It's
a continuation of.
It's a continuation of everything.
See, it's too confusing. Just give me a series. It's like okay, born, dead, done. It's like that. That's all. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean they're good movies.
I'll check them out. Chat, I promise I will, and Captain Sin, I will try and watch them. And if I'm not captured in the first 15 minutes, I turn it off. Because you got to capture a viewer in the first 15 minutes.
Well, I mean,
It's the rules. I don't make them.
I think at a certain point, when a movie has hit the point where Star Wars has hit, where it's as massive as it is, only giving it 10 to 15 minutes at the very beginning of the very first movie might be a little bit of a stretch. Like, you might want to give it a little more time just in case.
All right, 30 minutes.
That should be all right.
Aren't they like 3 hour longs? 3 hour long?
Some of them are like 2.5, 3 hours.
Jeez, man.
It's definitely a trek.
What about coffee to watch it?
What about did you get into the Harry Potter movies?
I loved Harry Potter.
Yes. Did you read the books?
No.
I read a couple of them. I didn't actually like. I was into books for a little bit, but you know, I have ADHD, so reading books is fucking like trying to do geometry
when I
for
see
me.
people reading books, I'm like, damn it! Well, how can you sit there and read a book?
I can't do it anymore.
Because when I was on the airplane, I looked over, this lady's reading this book, and she's flying through. I'm like, how do you say focused? I can't. Yeah. How are you sitting there reading that book? Are you like picturing it in your head and like just like making your own movie? Is that how books work?
Basically.
Is that what books are supposed to do?
For the most part. I used to be able to read. Like when I was in high school, and I wouldn't pay attention to what was going on in school because I was just reading the whole time.
Yeah.
But now I can't focus because like I'll be sitting there staring at a book and I'll be like, I wonder what's going on Facebook. I wonder what's going on TV. And I'll have to like, my mind will just go away from it.
Yeah.
But jeez. I read like in high school, I read the Da Vinci Code and like those kind of books.
I watched that movie. That's a good movie. Tom Hanks.
The book was better.
Really?
Yes.
People say the book's better. I'm like, okay, but I can watch a movie in 2 hours, or I can read a book that's probably going to take me 2 months.
Yeah. I think I read it in a week.
And make my head hurt.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you got to like dedicate time to read a book.
You do. Like, it's not, but I mean, yeah. That's why people do it in sections. Like, you get an hour or two a day, you read your book, you put it away, and you go do what else. It'd be like just like you're spending time watching a movie at that point.
Not for me. I'm visually stimulated.
So am I, and that's why reading books is really impossible for me now.
So I credit you for at least trying to read books.
I did for a while. Like high school was basically the only time I really read anything because I hated high school, so I had to have something else to focus on.
True.
All right, chat. Does chat have any questions for Jake?
Oh boy.
I feel like we sat on that movie topic for a hot fucking minute there, so
yeah.
Let's see where we can go here.
Yeah. I'll try and answer anything. Nothing about sausages or hot dogs though.
Why did you say it? You shouldn't have said it because now it's just gonna be.
I said what, but no.
There you go. Well, there goes my question.
Jake, we know you can fit one hot dog in your mouth, but how about two? No. I like how Balls gave away that trick.
The pinching thing?
Try it, Captain. Try it right now.
I am not shoving my fucking fingers down my throat right now. It is not happening.
You just do this.
Everyone
at home, you want to go ahead. I know at least somebody watching tries it.
You want to know why I'm not doing it? Because I'm not going to have a fucking gif of me shoving my fingers down my throat all over the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Lydia, I never thought about that. Hold it if I don't want to throw up if I'm super drunk. That night I got drunk on stream. That was bad.
That was, yeah. And you gave your phone number away to everyone.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. But in my defense, look how I have my text messages separated. So like when people text me, I never saw it. See, it says all messages, known senders, unknown senders.
So unknown senders was like,
yeah, like I only keep it on known senders.
Right.
And it doesn't, I mean, there's always a notification or something that I don't look, check to see what inbox it's in. But yeah,
Ooh, Gotham Jenny has a question. Serious question. Future work or dreams about working with certain people?
I just unfocused my camera, sorry. Wait.
Oh.
Did I get it? Hopefully it'll bounce out. Yeah, it's starting to. I don't really have any like ideal people I want to. I mean, I do like Justin Bieber. I would love to work with Justin Bieber.
Well,
Call me
yeah.
a simp. Call me a simp if you like, but you know,
Why
Justin Bieber.
Why would you not want to work with one of the biggest pop stars in all of
I know.
existence? Like,
I know, right? But like, I guess my dreams is just being happy with what I'm doing, and I'm every day I'm happy with what I'm doing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And that's kind of what I strive for. As soon as I start feeling uncomfortable, then I'll start looking for. I mean, I obviously have something to work towards, and that's being better and better at what I'm doing, and
Right.
successful, and not like success to me doesn't necessarily mean financial success, which it's partially that, but success to me is mostly like how do I feel about myself and where I'm at in my life. And that's how I define success. And success is different for each person.
Right.
And that's kind of like my dream is just continuing my own success
right.
in my own way.
I feel like anyone who thinks that they've peaked and accomplished everything and like they've hit their point, they're done at that point, because like you should never not be striving to do something in life.
Yeah.
At all.
Never
because
feel complacent.
Yes, you should always be trying to better whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
Because the instant you stop caring is when everything is just going to go to shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of where like I never want to feel complacent, so I'm always challenging myself to do more. And that's why I wear so many hats. I'm like, well, let's just add some more on, see what I can take. See what else I can take.
Just hats on hats on hats on hats.
You have a cardboard cutout of Justin Bieber? Can you send that on? Can you send that on over, Lydia?
Put it in the background right behind Bobby.
Yes. Yes. Put that right over there. Hey, I did a really nice job setting up this room for Bobby's stream, did I not?
Like it is. It's nice. It's good.
His visuals look good.
That's like what I tried to do in here. Like I've got
yours looks dope.
My toys over here now. I've got my big tapestry, and then I've got a black craft tapestry over here. So it's like the best of like each side of my personality all at once. Pink and colorful and Satan.
Well, Bobby just likes dark
everything.
So I'm like, all right, paint the room black. Done. I literally did this in like a day and a half.
Well, it's funny because this room's actually super plain, and I can do this. Let's see here. I have most of my lights hooked up to my phone. If I shut that off, hold on, now it's not going to connect. If I shut that off, and then I shut this off, it's just like a super plain white room that's like...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But then once I turn all my lights back on, it just completely, the whole vibe is completely different just from a couple lights.
Oh, yeah, it's all about lighting.
Which is great. And then I've got an Elgato key light up here, which was
I got a key light air here.
So goddamn expensive.
Yeah,
oh my god,
key light air for me, and I got him, which is on me for a backlight right now, but I got him just the key light.
Right.
And then I have a key light air.
Air, yeah.
And then, oh, you guys can see what I see every day.
Oh, a little behind the scenes. Bottle of wine sitting there.
Oh, yeah. And the pizza.
And the pizza. I have a Stream Deck, but I've got the
Stream Deck, the 4?
The mini. The one that's just got the 6 buttons on
it. Lydia said the wine, the ranch. That's what it takes to do this. You gotta... It's not random ranch. I had a pizza. I didn't even get to eat it.
That's true.
I always dip my pizza in ranch.
Oh, and I have an exercise bike. A fold-up exercise bike back there. No. I need to start using it because I've gained so much weight over the past, 6 months. It's ridiculous.
I feel you. I mean, that video itself, I had so much weight on me then. Gotham Jenny said sending Jake to the ranch. Is that a Dr. Phil thing?
I don't know.
He's under heat right now. Bad Davey's exposing him.
I should bike on stream. Just put everything up top and just
Yeah, bike on stream while you game.
I've gained so much weight from gaming, just from sitting in this chair all the time. Whether it be being in your guys' stream, and then right after your guys' stream, I do my own 4 or 5 hour stream on top of that every day.
What time do you go to bed?
Dude, I'm up all night.
Dude, I have to go to I'm tired now. Like I go to bed literally like Bobby gets mad at me. I go to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock.
I wish.
So like
But
when we stream late, I'm like that's why like at the end, Bobby's like, your energy's down. I'm like, well, Bobby, I go to bed and wake up at 7 o'clock every day, just because I'm a morning person. So like I go to bed at like 9 or 10.
Right now I've been giving my nephew a ride to work in the morning. He has to be there at 6 a.m. So for me to be able to do this and be up at 5 o'clock in the morning to take him, I've just said, screw it. I'm just going to stay up all night. Yeah. And then I'll sleep till like 2 or 3 p.m., which I hate it. I hate it in every way, but it's the only schedule that I have that works for me right now currently.
Yeah. Well, Lydia, when I was in Dill's chat, so when I say go to bed, like I'm in bed, like I'm not necessarily going to sleep, but I'm starting my shows. That's my time. I sit there.
That's his private time.
My show, and I just relax. It's my unwind, where I can just sit there and think about everything I did that day, think about what I got to do tomorrow.
Reflecting.
ASMR.
Oh God. You're gonna drive people nuts, dude. You can go into. Have you seen some of these ASMR streams on Twitch?
Yes, I love them.
Good Lord, it's ridiculous. Like,
should I do an ASMR me taking a bite of pizza?
Oh God,
no, I won't do that. I won't do that.
If anybody hasn't seen the ASMR stuff on Twitch, there's these microphones. I don't remember what they're used for, but there's 2 ears on each, like an ear on each side, and it's like a tube, and it's basically set up to where when you're wearing it, if they do something in this one microphone, it comes through on this side, and if they do something on this microphone, it comes through on this side. So basically,
does that work on this one, huh?
No.
Chad, I'm sorry. I'm done.
But
I'm done.
The shit is like, it's these chicks wearing basically nothing with these microphones, and they literally just sit there. I'm not even fucking joking about this. And lick the ears on these microphones to 20,000 viewers.
Oh God, I like the chick that eats like eats like crawfish and like crab legs on ASMR.
And just
like
it's absolutely ridiculous. Like 20,000 people just watching this person lick a microphone.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's weird.
It's different. I won't say weird. It's different.
No, it's kind of weird. I'm not. It's it's a little weird because like, it's strange. Like I'm curious now.
Have you ever done? Hey, Lydia, the guy I never watch the streams when the guys like can't like my YouTube friends that do the mukbang streams. What is mukbang? Captain, do you know what mukbang is?
I think it's when you eat a whole shit ton of food.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Because I see everyone doing like expensive. That's it. I do that. I was just doing that today. We should have titled it mukbang.
Okay.
Oh, well,
right now there's somebody with 2,000 viewers who's just sitting in front of one of those, just blowing into the microphone. That's all they're doing. Is just going to 2,000 people. It's
maybe we're doing the wrong thing, Captain.
I think that all the time.
Start blowing the mic,
Jake. That's the crazy part about Twitch, though. Like, you can basically do anything, and as long as you find an audience for it, like.
Oh yeah.
The only bad thing about Twitch is the discoverability on Twitch itself is almost impossible. You actually have to bring an audience in from the outside for it to work.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is why Space Zebra has become so successful, because there's an outside audience from all the musicians and everything that are all coming in.
There's some big stuff happening, Captain. We will fill you in.
Good.
But we're gonna need your help.
Well, I'm here for now. Like, if I have to start working again soon, that's a thing that might happen soon. Like, I don't know how much longer I can go without a job.
Yeah, I feel that.
Which really sucks.
Find a job where you can work from home at.
I had thought about it, but it's like telemarketer shit, and I don't like people. So if some dickhead were to call in and be like, "You fucked this up," I'd probably get fired right there because I would just go off on them.
For a while, I was overseeing Avenged Sevenfold's customer service.
Oof.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't take it. Like, but you should see some of the emails people write.
I couldn't do it.
Like, just calling me a waste of a human. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know where your package is at. Like, the USPS sometimes loses things. Like, here's a gift card, and I'll send you another one.
That would be the thing that would get me fired, because somebody would tell me that, and I would just go the fuck off on them, and I would end up getting fired instantly at that point.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. You gotta hold yourself back.
I could. Jeez. Well, actually, I'm hoping that, like, I want to be able to get to a point to where I have just little bits of revenue coming in from all over the place that will add up to enough to sustain. Like, YouTube's a long way away. To make money on YouTube is...
Oh, you can ask all the guys. Like, it's so hard.
You have to have, what is it, 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time just to be able to be monetized, let alone actually making money there.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why all my guys, like all my friends, they start going to Twitch, just because like it's more direct, it's live, you can interact more rather than recording a video and a week later posting it and then responding to comments and then making like 3 cents off ads.
Right. That's why I've been doing these on Twitch, because, like, granted, the one with let's see, the one that I posted on YouTube with Wes Borland has actually been doing pretty well for what it was. Like, it's got 117 views right now. But with that, if you go on YouTube right now and type in Wes Borland and you scroll down, I'm like the 5th or 6th video down right now, which is great for exposure. Yeah. So that's the one good thing about YouTube. But the bad thing is anybody who would watch this is sitting in the chat right now watching this already. So unless they would like to go back and watch it again and then go on to Spotify and listen to it again and like deal with the same podcast 4 or 5 times, it's kind of like,
yeah. But at the same time, like, it's like that Wes Borland thing you said. Like, people search Wes Borland, they see that, we're like, okay, what other interviews are there?
Right.
You know, and then you have a catalog.
Right. That's been a huge thing. Like, being able to start with all of the people that I've had so far, exposure wise, has been huge.
Yeah.
But oh gosh, making money on the internet sucks.
Yeah. It's a grind.
It's absolutely terrible.
That's why I'm just doing an OnlyFans.
So that's what the hot dog stuff was about.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Actually, I hit up James Romano about a shirt. We're working on a design right now, which might be coming soon, hopefully.
He is one of the best.
I'm hoping that it works out the way I want it to. Basically, I don't want to give too much of it away, just in case, but I want to take all of this, like the 80s and 90s and pinks and blues, and take that
Miami Vice vibe,
and throw it in a blender, and see what comes out. And that's basically what we've got going so far, and I'm kind of stoked to see what happens with it.
I love that. Melanie, I want chat to guess when my birthday is. If you know, don't say it. If Bobby's in here.
I don't know, but I'm gonna say September.
Okay, what sign would that make me?
Don't know.
I'm not good with signs.
I'm not either. I know mine.
What do I seem like? If you're trying to guess my sign, what do I seem like? A Virgo? No, I'm not a Virgo. 420? No. Actually, I don't smoke either. I don't smoke weed.
I would.
People are like,
I would, but
people are like, you're in Cali. You're in Cali. You need to smoke weed. I'm like, it's not for me.
September's a Virgo? Okay, well then I was wrong.
Libra? Nope. See, I don't like right now. I'm not really showing it. Kind of, maybe if I say it. I'm a Cancer. My birthday's July 3rd.
Oh yeah, duh. My birthday's July 18th. We're both Cancers.
Yep. I'm a Cancer.
So
do I seem like a Cancer? Because when you read my sign, deep down, I'm like, wow, that's me spot on.
Usually, like when I read those, I'm like, yeah, that's That's pretty close.
which is crazy to me.
Right.
That actually like correlates to my personality. Oh, strange one. We're all in July. We're all Cancers.
Nice.
People say Cancer's a good sign. I think it's a good sign. I'm hoping it's a good sign. Hope I don't get roasted for being a Cancer.
Timmy Taylor. Jesus Christ. Everybody.
Oh, we got Cancers in here.
We should have a birthday bash.
We should.
For all of the July birthdays at some point.
Everyone else, screw you.
Yeah.
July.
Should have been born in the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Cancers are great. Thank you, Amber. I'm a Sagittarius. Well, I don't know what your traits are, but that's awesome. Lydia.
Okay,
Lydia cracks me up. Hey, also when the stream sound alerts come in, I lose my shit.
I can tell. Every fart.
So funny. They are so funny.
I will let you in on something that I don't think you've realized yet, that the really expensive ones, I don't think you've adjusted the audio on yet. So when somebody hits one of those, it's going to be the loudest shit you've ever heard.
Oh, I did that on purpose for Bobby.
I want to so bad, but 5,000 bits is a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it is. The orgasm.
Yes, that's
like
the loudest one,
and it's so loud.
It's so fucking
like
loud.
Wes would get so pissed.
That's
like
the
Wes,
best part though.
Like 5,000 bit, like 50,000 or 5,000 bits is to us like $50, but to buy that it's like $100.
Let me see. I'm curious now. Let's see how much it is. Let me go to some random ass.
Here, let's see.
It's the difference between on your phone and on the PC, because on the PC it actually costs less than it does on mobile.
Oh yeah, I did realize that. So to buy
5,000 bits on the phone is $100.
5,000 bits on my PC right now. Oh, it's 29% off right now for me. I don't know why, but it's $64.
It might be because you're partnered. I don't know if partners get discounts on bits.
Yeah, that might be.
I don't know. I'm not anywhere near that point yet. That's a fucking like long way away.
Yes.
Like, whew.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because he makes the woo, come and get it. And then every time it pops up, he's like, why the fuck is that sound popping up? It's like, because you put it there.
You just made it. Like, you hated the other one, because the other one, this is when we were starting, I was looking for YouTube videos, and he was, like, drunk in one. He's like, oh, my name's Wes Borland. I'm not wearing pants while I'm doing these. Yeah.
But, I mean,
I'm going to make a 50 bomb one.
Yeah, that would probably be just the Restless Mike bomb.
That's what it is. It's
the Restless Mike bomb.
Yeah. That's what it is. Restless Mike, Daddy Mike.
Daddy Mike bomb.
Yes, sir.
He has funded my channel as well. He is funding both of our channels at this point.
He is a legend.
Yes.
A legend. Chat, any other questions for me? You know it's close to my bedtime here.
Yeah, it's getting to be an hour and a half now. It's pretty crazy.
It does not seem like that.
Mm-mm. See, that's why I've been kind of like... I've been trying to schedule the podcasts on off days just in case.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially with Wes, I told Wes, I was like, hey, we're going to do it on a day that Space Zebra's not doing it. That way he doesn't have to sit for 7 hours. He's like, good. I was like, okay. That's all I needed to hear.
Because, like,
it sucks sitting here for 7 or 8 hours at a time trying to... Yeah. Yeah.
It takes a toll. But also, you never know with our stream.
Right.
It's just like, we could go an hour and a half. We could go 5 hours. If I open that bottle of wine, guess what?
We're up till 3 a.m. This is fucking yeah. Here's my phone number, everybody.
Oh yeah, the next morning sucked, but you know, it was fun.
It works. And anybody who wasn't here, I can actually tell you guys who we've got coming up if you guys haven't seen it. Next week we've got Jolette's coming on, which is going to be a good time. The Monday after that, we've got James Hart, the lead singer of 18 Visions, coming on. I'm pretty stoked about that. And then the week after, we've got William Control coming on. So I've got literally the entire month of April booked now, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's actually impressive that you're scheduling that far ahead.
I'm just like, it's nice. It is really, so I don't have to fucking worry about it. That's the big thing is I don't have to worry about it. They're like, hey, hit me up the Monday before. That way I know, and we're good. And I'm like, sweet. Because for you guys to hit somebody up, it's like, hey, this is a person I know. I'm just going to text them. For me, it's like, hey, random stranger that you have no idea who the fuck I am. Do you want to come do my podcast? 90% of the time, they don't even read it because it just gets filtered in with all the other DMs that they get all day long.
Yeah.
So lately, I've been hitting people up on Twitter and just making posts and tagging them in it. And that has worked sort of. But it's, for me to have this many people booked is shocking to me because it is hard as shit to get people booked for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a pain in the ass.
No, just in general, booking is tough. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate that. Also, a little inside, a little on I gotta expose Bobby real quick. Not expose him. I have like a third monitor, so that's a TV. That's where Bobby so I have 3 monitors. I send a feed to that so he can see the guys, and then he sits there and watches that while I run everything back here. I forgot to show that.
Stream off of a laptop.
Well, the gaming laptops are good now,
but there's only one HDMI port.
Ooh, that's rough.
So I can only run.
Do you do?
I've got this screen and I've got this screen, and that's it. I wish, god damn, if I had a third monitor, that'd be so nice. But I literally can't do it. I've got my stream running over here, and then whatever I'm doing is usually on this screen.
Good for you.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it works. This laptop was not fucking cheap. It was.
Oh yeah.
I cashed in my 401k and bought a streaming setup.
Well, you got to go for it. I'm all blurry.
Yeah, I have a Asus. It's got a 2080 graphics card in it. Like it's up there. It's decent. Like I can.
So you stream and play video games off of it?
I do everything off of it.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why didn't you get a desktop?
I didn't have the room for it.
Okay.
Because I was streaming from our little apartment downstairs, and now I've got this room, which I might not have for very much longer, which sucks. I might have to go back downstairs and stream in the fucking living room again. Ugh. Which is another thing about the whole job thing that I'm going to have to probably do soon, which sucks, but...
Yeah.
Because this is a good backdrop. Not,
oh, yeah.
Not when I had the wall
but at least you're doing it
behind me. Yeah.
At least you're doing it.
Trying my best. One day at a time.
About.
All right.
Well, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, thanks for being on. I appreciate it.
I don't know. I mean, I hope I was good for you. I mean, I'm just producer Jake. There's nothing too much to it.
Everybody wanted to hear it. This was one of the most demanded ones.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
All right. You know the story now. But thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'll see you. When are we on? Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Friday, Saturday. We honestly, we might do a stream somewhere in those days because I know the guys are itching to stream, and with everything that's going to be happening.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
all right. Well, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, thanks for doing it. I appreciate it.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah. See you later.